Hi, this is Devin Hobb with RE/MAX, and we are going to go over a market update for May 19th, 2022. The market is changing right now, and I think in the coming months it'll be very well known. But for now, here are the sneak peek stats. So right now, May 19th, we've got 1,231 listings, and last year at this same day we had 503. So we have had a 144% increase in listings, and this is applicable for Utah County only. So yeah, we've had quite the increase in inventory, and really that inventory has been increasing since the Federal Reserve raised their rates, and that was in March. And then mortgage rates immediately started raising, and this is the active residential listings per day. So the orange line is last year, purple line is this year, and basically March kicked off when our inventory started to stack up because the rates rose and the excess buyer demand was taken away by those rates, which went from basically 2.5 to 5.5, and now they're hovering around 5.25. And so yeah, we've got more active listings. Now, it's not that the number of listings entered into our local MLS are significantly higher right now. It's actually around 5,200 homes every month being listed, which is a normal amount. But with the higher rates, they're lasting on average, I think 6 days right now. Not terrible, but normally it's like 2 days or 1 day. And so because there's some buyer demand being taken away, that's where there's available listings more so than last year. So then how about, I did a couple of numbers here. This year, right, let's see here. What is that? Okay, yeah, last year, 2021, we had 503. So in the thick of the COVID stuff, 503 listings. And the year previous, we had 1,685, which was, I think that's shortly after COVID started. And so in 2020, the listing inventory started to decline, essentially. 2018 was the last time rates started to rise, and I think they were starting to approach 4.5, if I remember right. And we had about 1,600 listings then. The year before, we had about 1,600 listings. And just as a reminder, right now we have 1,200. So yes, it's dramatically up from 500 the year before, but compared to 2018, we're still not quite there yet. And then I went back to 2015 just to give you some perspective. We had 2,000. In 2014, we had 2,600 available on this same day in May. And then you go back to 2012, we had 2,800. And then in 2011, we had 3,600. 2010 was the bottom of our real estate pricing in that recession. 2011 and 12, we started to climb out. So let's just say 2011, we had 3,600 homes for sale available. Now we have 1,200. So it is still a seller's market, but it is reverting. Our inventory is coming back. So this one is an interesting graph. Since March, when the rates rose, we had an uptick in cancellations. So listings that are returning back to the active status, under contract back to active. So we have had an uptick compared to last year. And in the coming months, I bet you we will trend higher as well than last year in cancellations. And this one shows the number of showings compared to the last 2 years. So from the start of the year, the winter time is always a slower buying season. And so as we heat up into the summer, the previous 2 years, you could see in the blue, we had a percentage of increase, 50%, 100% more showings than at the beginning of the year. And this year, we're basically getting this, right now, we're getting the same amount of showings as if it was New Year's Day, basically, the 1st of January, first week. So anyway, the interest rates are taking away the buyer demand. And as that continues, I think we're going to get quickly back to 2,000, and hopefully we don't go to 3,000 listings, but But yeah, we'll probably be 2 to 2,500 listings, I bet you, in July at this rate. So basically from March to April right now, we've added, 1,000 homes. And in that gap of time, we'll probably add another 1,000 homes in the next 2 or 3 months is my guess. So, but this is something that I'm kind of proud of here. You'll see 575, but sold price 585, 465, 465, 695, 760, 595, 620, 619, 630. Anyway, a lot of, this is my year-to-date sales, and so going through the interest rate change, I'm still averaging 5.875% above asking price. But in the last month, half of the listings that I had, roughly, I think I had about 6 listings, and half of them got full price, the other half still got over asking. So I'm starting to see where buyers are getting some buying power again, in the sense that they can just do full price, not $25,000, $50,000, or $100,000 over the asking price. But anyways, there's kind of a brief market update, and I'm really proud of this number. It does beat industry averages and other competitors that I've looked at by 2 to 3%, which is more than, in some cases, the cost of hiring me to sell the home. So anyway, I'm really proud of hitting almost 6% more than asking. Everybody's getting more than asking, but a lot of competitors hover around 2%, not this number. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of up-to-date data that you could operate with and come up with an opinion on. And we'll see what happens in the coming months, but the tide is shifting for sure.